All right, guys. We're back. And of course, the NBA continues. Welcome back to the NBA Fantasy Salary Cap Edition. Game Day 5 updates. So, Game Day 5 went perfectly well for me. I'm above average, as you can see right there. The average was 121 points, and I scored 139 points, as you can see right there, which is a very, very good score for me of Game Day 5. Now, of course, Game Day 5, I fielded 4 players. As you can see right there, I had Nikola Jokic, who gave me 55 points. Mino of the Boston Celtics gave me 12 points. Rollins continues to give me a hefty contribution. Kenopo finally delivers, giving me 40 in this one for the Charlotte Hornets. And of course, you can see right there the bench, there was no one who played, so it was an easy team pick. So let's jump right into the games. The first game, of course, was Boston Celtics taking on Minnesota Timberwolves. And of course, Boston Celtics lost that one, but narrowly, by just, is that 3 points? Yeah, by 115 to 119. And of course, Anthony Edwards was on fire right there, dropping a total of 32 points in this one, and of course, accumulating 47 fantasy points. Jaylen Brown right there scoring 56 in this one, and of course, one of the players leading the way. No, he actually scored 79 in this game, game week 5, as you can see right there, dropping 41 points in this game. Wow, that was awesome. Then, of course, Anthony Edwards on game day 5 managed to drop 54 fantasy points, dropping 39 in the game, which was awesome. So let's jump right into the highlights. It's going to be a marathon for me right now.
Plus, as we get set for the opening tip tonight, Timberwolves in their classic throwback blacks with the green trees. The front. You a big fan? You're not a big fan. Where does it rank on your jersey?
Well, I mean, I just didn't think that there's no way Minnesota would have more green on their uniforms than the Boston.
The way that is short. Julius has struggled a bit from deep over the last 3 games, just hitting 28% of his triples. Jaylen Brown pulls it up into the front court. Now Randall to Edwards. Up fake, sets up Dante in the corner for the triple. Last year they took 53.6% of their shots as 3. It's the highest 3-point rate in NBA history as Brown sneaks. Celtics went with the strategy against Detroit of fouling up 3. And Kay Cunningham went into a shooting motion at midcourt, was able to draw the 3 free throws.
Should have built an 8-point lead with under a minute to go, and they lose the game. So the way they lost that game was tragic. Julius knocks down the...
Edwards from the mid-range. Spins nicely, got the easy shot off.
Is a plus-minus genius with this Celtics team. When he's off the floor, the Celtics aren't nearly the same defensive team. We're going to get a look right now.
That's Edwards cooking. Dropped 39 in this game. And of course, on the other side, Brown dropped 41. So that was DiVincenzo, who had 15 in this game.
Inside the arc, that's a long 2 right there, but he likes it and he's shooting at such a high rate as well.
Ooh, and Edwards answers. You're the main option on the floor. He's looking for space to score the basketball, and that's where the space has been this year. He'll pop on a 3 here and drain. They've all gone into clutch time, 2 of them in overtime. All 5 games separated by a grand total of 9 points. Garza strong.
And David Hines is really good at his job, along with Aaron Sear and Minnesota's medical staff. They had a lot of relative health as Brown.
Brown, right side 3, got it. Third 3 of the quarter, 19 for Jaylen Brown. Shannon, it's his shot blocked by Edwards off the floor to begin the second quarter. Same for Jaylen Brown, so Naz Reid takes advantage. Took some contact, but Baylor Shireman is in the game. Where's number 55? He pops on this one and drops it in, the left-hander. He had gone 15 straight games, hitting at least 1-3. He's already started a new streak tonight. Hauser pulls on the short end of an 11-2 run right now for Boston. Naz Reid trying to eat into that, and he does. 10 a game. The offensive rebounds are up the last 5 for Rudy. Dante DiVincenzo sets up, Gobert inside, and he throws it. 3 seconds to go on the shot clock. The Wolves give up a layup off the inbound. Hauser able to lay it up and in. DiVincenzo with the...
You know, the non-negotiables for Joe Mazzulla is that he doesn't allow players to make mistakes. And if you make a mistake, if you continue, you're going to come sit down. There to overhelp and his man scored.
Dillingham sets up DiVincenzo. No, leaking out. Derek White.
All right, so we're going to go into the second half.
Bernie Simons against Conley. Minot catch and shoot. He got it.
So we need to get an audit to see who's actually right. I mean, because Minnesota just challenged that call right there, and it's going to go into the loss column.
53% of their shots. Conley the drive out to Shannon. Got it.
By Mike Conley. You see how Mike went by and flew by and did a great contest on Shireman.
Oh, Randall fades, fires, and hits. 1-6 this year when they trail after 3, and they were down by 2 entering the quarter. Richard. 3 in the third. And there's a deflected pass. Edwards to DiVincenzo. Shannon lay-in.
That's what's happened these last 3 games leading into this one. All the games that they've lost here, a lot of the same stuff is happening in this game that happened.
Wow, Dante got picked off by a Kata screen. Ball movement comes to Brown. Brown in traffic. Wow, got the shot and the foul.
If you go to the game and be proud of your son's calling fouls, I mean, I'd be proud if my son was an NBA referee. It's a hard job.
It's a really hard job. White the miss, Pritchard the falls, and
the Celtics actually fouled back to make sure that they stay close to this one. That's Anthony Edwards from downtown right there.
Right now.
That's right.
Edwards cooking.
Short rebound. Gobert tracks it down. DiVincenzo.
Edwards right there.
Timeout, Boston. It's a 10-point Timberwolves lead.
I think it is 3 in a row.
Up 10, under 4 to play. And with the finish with the left hand. DiVincenzo. Oh, looked like he avoided the turnover, then gifted it right to Brown, who lays it in. Brown spins his way out of trouble to Derek White. Deep 3 straight away, and he hits. Brown for the tie. Got it.
Punch for punch. Brown and Edwards.
Corner 3 for Conley.
There you go from Conley.
Right
now it's just seconds on the clock, as you can see right here. Edwards takes basket. Oh, and 1.
Free throws coming up. Kata commits his 4th. 5-0 answer for Minnesota. 40 seconds left to play. White fouled in the act. Randall back to Edwards. Shot clock down to 5. Ant lost it, got it back. He's got a hoist. Wow. And hit! How about that from Ant? Big time shot from a big time player.
That's Ant-Man right there.
Daniels is fouled out. Here's Pritchard. Shoves off on Conley, gets the 3 off. It's short. Dante the rebound. 7 seconds left, and a foul is called.
That won a championship, but there are a lot of good basketball players from that team still on it.
Hauser at the buzzer hits to make it 119-115.
Now, of course, it was too late for the Boston Celtics. They ended up losing this one, but they did put up a fight, as you can see right there. They did not just simply lose this one, but they did put up a fight. Then, of course, came Toronto Raptors taking on Charlotte Hornets, which, of course, saw Charlotte Hornets winning this one. The ever-consistent Miles Bridges right there dropped a total of 35 points in this one. 41 fantasy points for us. Then, of course, Scotty Barnes, I would say, is also consistent. Dropped 18 in this one. Sorry, game day 5 is what we're looking at. Dropped 30 points, 12, that's a double-double, 12 rebounds as well, a total of 61 points. Then, of course, Ingram, remember who shot that buzzer beater that helped them win the game just in a few days back. So you can see right there, it dropped 22, 36 points for Ingram. Kenopo, another player that I have on my team, had a very good game after having a string of 2 bad games where he had 6 points and then 12 points. Back to his ways, dropping 20 in this one, and of course 40 points for us. I do have the highlights of that one. Let me bring them up.
Alexa Plus.
Kobe's a combination of Jordan and Kobe. Named after 2 of the all-time greats. Becoming one of the all-time greats, Scotty Barnes having a great year this year.
It's been their calling card. You talk about those 4 guys that started all game. Not only is it good for the offense, but it means they're connected and they have defensive trust with each other.
Hurdle is so good when he has 2 feet in the paint. Cornbread brings it down. Scotty Barnes has got a good body. Knows how to use it too.
He's physical.
Kalkbrenner. Back out to Khan. First triple for Khan Knippel. After 7 for 10 shooting the basketball. Pass in traffic, goes right back to Barnes. Gets it to Pirtle. He's not going to miss 2 layups in a row.
Catches that ball.
Think about LaMelo and Brandon Miller.
Yeah, later in the game, especially. I think your adrenaline, the fact that
Musa, great box, and a turn and finish.
rim run, mismatch.
Brandon Miller. Pass in tight quarters. Diabate back out to McNeil.
Get in there. You get a rebound in traffic and throw it out to where a shooter can catch and release.
Oh, right-handed floater, Miles Bridges. Sexton now has 11. Musa bubbles it a bit. Oh, and it'll result in 2 for Quickly. That's winning basketball too.
Certainly is.
Kinston. Man, he can do a lot of different things with those long arms. Oh, the YMCA move. Fake it with one hand, turn with the other.
Mamu hellish feeling. Out of a quarter.
Got this guy off the scrap heap. He was open for anyone to take him. Bridges finishes at the rim. Bodies flying. Someone's got to be open. Miles Bridges! Chance for a 3-point play. Quickly just fell down. Stolen away. Hornets with numbers. Liam McNeely.
Nice, good play right there.
A lot of dribbling with Sexton. Oh my! Yes! Chicken salad! Sexton! Sean! We're tied! Quickly. Off balance. Khan. The kid's a baller! Ingram. Brandon Ingram. Stolen away. Hornets with numbers. Liam McNeely.
Nice, good play right there.
A lot of dribbling with Sexton. Oh my! Yes! Chicken salad! Sexton! Sean! We're tied! Quickly. Off balance.
Good D by two rookies and Musa on the switching.
Miles has scored all the Hornets overtime points. With the right hand! Good teams find a way in situations like this. Like that! Colin Sexton makes it a 6-point game! Quickly run off the line. Barnes with the left. Con's got it. Brandon's got it. Miles has got it! Two beauties! That'll know.
Now, of course, as you can see right there, Charlotte Hornets rallied and made sure they grabbed the points even after trailing until the end. But in the fourth, they came back and 20 points from Canopo, and of course, Miles Bridges dropping 35 in this one. Sexton, as you saw right there, dropped 18. And of course, they ended up winning that game in overtime. Then, of course, we had Chicago Bulls taking on Indiana. Josh Giddey right there doing his thing. Of course, having a double-double, scoring 17 points in this one. And 11 rebounds, 42 fantasy points right there for him. Pascal Siakam dropped in 24. And, of course, nearly a double-double with 9 rebounds, as you can see right there. So let's jump into the highlights of this one as well.
Talking about when you're trying to make sure that you're getting what you need to get on the other end with Nembhard.
Yeah, had just 8 points. He's been in double figures in 14 of their 18. Huff lines up and hits a 3. Jay Huff has struggled here early in the year, but shot it better of late. Was a 41% three-point shooter last year and a challenge by Dosumu, and he scores.
This is that Pacers. This is a little bit more up-tempo than the Pacers played against Toronto. Rebound, Huff comes away with it. They call a foul on them.
Vucevic backs his way in, double comes, Giddey for 3, and Giddey hits it.
It makes it tough when he's making three-point shots.
He's averaging 24 points per game. He and Giddey each had 25 last night. And here's Huff, lines up again, hits again.
He walked it up, and all I want everybody to keep an eye on, you have to make some decisions about your personnel and how you can play. You can't play fast.
Don't have Tyrese Halliburton out there. Rick is going to be a little bit more in control.
Rick, yeah, and he should be, because when you got Tyrese, you got a basketball savant.
Nembhard for 3, it's short.
It was online, but it's short.
Robinson Earl had 11 rebounds last night. That's a drive by Giddey. He's got 7.
Boy, is he can.
Siobhan Carter is in for the first time, and so too is Trey Jones. Mathurin stepped through and a dunk from Jack.
Going to go into the second quarter. Josh Giddey from the corner right there, as you can see.
McConnell guard.
You have to take. And there was no way Nembhard was going to handle him by himself.
It is now a 14-1 run for Chicago after the Pacers had that 12-0 run.
And it's a much more aggressive defense by the Bulls, almost like it's dictated by their offense.
Cutting down the lane, Siakam got it on the bounce from Nembhard.
The Pacers have to get back in transition and communicate.
Siakam spins through and scores again. He's got 10 all in the quarter.
Team now.
You were waiting for him to hit one of those, right?
Really?
4th start of the year, 6th of his career for Jay Huff. And Siakam just goes right inside and knocks Bucelis to the floor. He's got to save it. Shot clock down to 4. Herter hits the toughest shot he's taken all night. He had no time to think, and maybe that was good for him.
That was good for him. That's exactly what was good for him.
Oh, look at that. Nembhard weaves his way to the basket. He's in double figures with 10. 2.5 years in Sacramento. And he's trying to chase Nembhard.
Yeah, but Nembhard started getting much more aggressive offensively, too. You can feel it. He made that last basket.
Jarris Walker will check in at the next dead ball. Giddey fights his way all the way. He was going to travel, right?
Yeah, he was in some trouble there.
Patrick Williams, shot clock down to 8.
That's his favorite shot. Understanding that. Let's take a look and see what the Pacers do in this zone. They've gone to it's a two-man front in the zone, but you can't let it split. If you let it get split.
Williams cross court. DeSumo. They ran him off the line. Miller for 3.
They did a heck of a job. Pacers have to take that one because he had to figure out what personnel he had. You only can do things your personnel can handle, and what he's been able to. Whoa! Thank you for Jackson. And then the one that's really starting to be a little bit of a surprise, you got some rim protection because Huff is showing you some of that. I'm not sure they expected that, but that's what you got. Ball moved, went from a good to a great shot with a good shooter. He just didn't make it.
And that's it.
You'll see Siakam on the floor because I think you've got to save his energy for him.
And Trey Jones gives Chicago the lead.
Ooh, but you got to get back.
The Pacers just cannot buy a basket, and now it's a 5-point Bulls lead. And Chicago looks like they have a little bit of a bounce in their step.
They do, but that's what you call that perfectly. That's it.
15-2 is the run. Pacers cannot buy a shot and finally get one to go in.
Okay, let's see what that does to the defense, because sometimes...
Now this is the final 5 minutes of the game.
Ooh, thank you, Jackson. Don't jump up there and do that.
Siakam cut off, and Siakam drops it in. The City Edition uniforms on this Saturday night. Step back. Siakam has 20.
Yeah, he's starting to find some rhythm, though, too. Now, this is a
Siakam
different story.
broke 24 in this one.
Whips it out to Herter. Flying by is Nembhard. Taken by Mathurin. Mathurin is going to put it down. It's a 1-point game.
No, get away. Get away.
McConnell puts it in. Indiana back in front. Giddey defending Siakam.
Good luck. Good luck. I'm just telling you, there's no chance he can guard it.
If needed.
Got it. Got it in. That's all you want to do is get it in. They got a foul.
Seconds on the clock. 10 seconds. Nembhard on the line. Misses the pass.
I take him every day of the week shooting him. And that's much more likely.
Next, the second.
Trey Jones, the drive, and the basket. It will be goaltending.
That's a goaltend.
They want the ball in the hands of Siakam against Buzelis with 5 to shoot. He's going to drive,
shoot it,
pull it up, and hit!
Pascal Siakam. Of course, Pascal Siakam doing it there for Indiana Pacers. That was the final shot of the game, and of course they won by just 2 points, ending 101-103. Indiana Pacers beating the Chicago Bulls. Then came Detroit Pistons, who most definitely needed a win to get back to their winning ways. Cade Cunningham dropping a total of 29 points in this one, and of course 29 points, and of course a total of 58 fantasy points. Then Andrew Wiggins doing his thing, finally delivering on the Miami Heat side, dropped 31 points, which I do believe is his highest score yet this season. Indeed it is, and a total of 54 points. Norman Powell, Mr. Consistent, there he is doing his thing for his new squad, dropping 28 points, and of course a total of 39 fantasy points. Let's bring you the highlights of this one and take a look at what transpired in this game.
Spamming off we go on another Miami Heat NBA adventure.
They have great size also throughout their roster.
Duncan Robinson swings it inside Cunningham, out to Tobias Harris, who drills a corner three. Problem with Pam, but an easy defensive rebound for the Heat. Pistons with a 1-point lead, 2 minutes in, that's Powell. That's good. 2-point Heat lead. Even though Miami's made just 2 of their first 7 shots from the field. That's Cunningham, and that's perfect.
This man in the league taking the double team, stretching it out, and finding Duncan Robinson for 3.
5-point Pistons lead. Bam. Come here. Walston on the spin. Mitchell on the pickup, and here they come. Oh, Cunningham with a block. Wiggins on the follow. 5 minutes again. The big man has brought it here in his second season. Jovic getting a chance at minutes tonight. Lobs for Kalel, and he cashes it.
Drive and looking with the peripheral vision there to make that pass to his left.
Paul Reed is in for the Pistons. Backup big man as Cunningham climbs.
Pain him, force him to make shots out on the perimeter.
For 2 years before transferring to become a Missouri Tiger. Oh, Duncan. 8 points with Cunningham on the bench for Detroit, and the Heat turn it over again. The Heat look unsteady offensively. Oh, the dribble drive and the score.
His ability to lead this second unit and really get downhill in the paint.
Last night, you check into your hotel room in Miami at 4 in the morning. Flagg. And the rebound batted out, but Bam takes it on the move. Wiggins for 3. Kaboom. Duncan Robinson shoots it on Ware. Short. Rebound to Paul Reed. Duncan gets another one. Duncan Robinson.
To give him multiple opportunities. He's just so good out there.
Of a slow reacting Ware on that play. Reed with 13 points off the bench at Pitt in the regular season today. That's Harris. Tobias. Pistons balance and depth. The 9 games that he missed. The Pistons won them all. A steal by Holland II. Got the score and the foul. Catch and finishes. Score in the NBA this year. This man averages 10.5 points per game in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, he's been so good in clutch games, meaning
Pistons are a stingy defensive team.
yeah, they're really getting to their identity. The way they're defending and the way they're attacking the paint.
How about Duncan Robinson?
Beyond the arc with the 3 triples, but also those hard drives. Continues to develop that game.
Bam against Stewart. Hits the jump hook. Hero. Keep hope alive. The Heat have done that. Powell on the attack. Slides by Cunningham and scores. Down by 8. Heat ball. Minute 30 left. Tyler time. Yes! Hero against Asur Thompson. Gets a screen from Powell. Back to Norman for 3. Got fouled with the Heat down by 2. Keep hope alive. Bam. 2.5 minutes left. Larson. Bam.
Now the game ended 138 to the Detroit Pistons. They managed to edge Miami Heat in this game, and of course Wiggins, Norman Powell, Tyler Hero, Bam Adebayo, and Ware managed to generate a bulk of the points. Then on the other side, Cade Cunningham together with Tobias Harris and Duncan Robinson and Paul Reed did the bulk of the work right there. All right, so that concluded that game. And then, of course, came the Brooklyn Nets that took on Milwaukee Bucks. Giannis Antetokounmpo doing his thing right there. And of course, managed to drop 29 points in that one. And of course, 8 rebounds and a total of 47. Still trying to get back to his usual self, pushing himself to perform for the Milwaukee Bucks. Then, of course, on the other side, there's a new person to consider. Daniel Wolf is just 5.5, managed to drop a total of in game day 5, as you can see right there, managed to drop 22 points. This is his third. He has actually been playing. It's just that few minutes. I think he was being given garbage minutes. So first 2 games, but now I wouldn't rush for him. Let's give him some time so that we're able to see if he has some time. As you can see here, he played 30 minutes in this game, hence the huge return on his side. Then, of course, Kevin Porter Jr. continues to be out for the Brooklyn Nets. He's actually injured, so they ended up losing that one. Then came the Golden State Warriors that took on New Orleans Pelicans, and of course they should have won that one, and they did win that one handsomely, though it was too close for comfort, but they will take it in the end. They will take the win all day long. So Golden State Warriors had they were without Steph Curry, remember, got injured in that game. So Jared Butler took the bulk chunk of the points for them, scoring 24 points in this one. And of course, a total of 52 fantasy points for himself. And guys, as we go on, please let us know who you think is the player of the day. And by this point in time, you should be knowing. Then, of course, Zion Williams right there. Managed to score 25 points in this one and 40 points right there. He actually also got injured in this game, unfortunately for him, which explains why Derek Quinn is selling like hot cake in the transfers. Everyone is trying to get him. That price, of course, is good, and he actually does well when he's given good time and minutes on that ball. So guys, you can rush and get him because he is going to be selling like hot cake now that Zion Williams is out for a while. So Golden State Warriors ended up winning this game, and they won it perfectly. Then, of course, again, the MVP's squad that took on Phoenix Suns. Nikola Jokic scoring 26 points in this one. He's still struggling with his wrist injury, but he keeps playing through it. He had the double-double in this one, scoring 26 and 10 assists, 1 rebound shy of a triple-double for Nikola Jokic, scoring 55 points in this one. He's low by his standards. Then Murray as well came through. I think I have the highlights of this one. Let me pull them up for you.
Coming in similar fashion. Good ball tapped into the backcourt. Here is Murray coming up with 37-point night. O'Neal with a steal, sets it on to Grayson Allen. Maybe one of the most unheralded stars, if you will, as Allen gets tied up there. Spencer Jones doing the shot clock. Jones with the block. Flags inside, too strong with that offering. Scoop pass up ahead, sets up Brooks for the open look from the corner. Down it goes. Favorable to Dylan Brooks with Spencer Jones if he's going to try to cover it. As Grayson Allen with a little thievery up the floor to Rolls Royce. Did tweak the cap just a little bit last night, late in the game, and again they're just being especially. Looks at the official, makes sure he's in the inbounds on that three-point hit. Pass inside to Watson. And Joker actually had a rebound taken away last night. Otherwise, he's got another triple-double. Here is Murray, who cashes in for three. 2-point game after that hot Phoenix starts. Murray on the backdoor cut. Gets down the lane and gets the roll. 6 straight of 15 or more. Right off the bench. Right. Out on the floor early, catching up with some of the guys. Hardaway Jr. can't get it. Right, team rebounding. Nobody got it. Murray pushing up the floor quickly. Gets Jokic screen. Step back three. Got it. Not high. Now Murray rubs across with the screen. Jokic gets the switch against his former teammate. Road games off back-to-backs as Murray kicks it right wing to Watson. Jumps the pass out to Joker. He lines up a three ball. And rotation has changed with Brown and Gordon. Two of the starters gone. Gillespie eyeballs another one.
You know, in these situations, he's really got to be aggressive. The way he is shooting the ball.
Couldn't agree more. Hardaway Jr. with Brown and Gordon. Two of the starters gone. Gillespie eyeballs another one. With inbound to Allen. Time to work with here. Grayson, sidestep three on the way.
Guns out here. See if this could work.
Oh, you've seen the way Bouye can jump. Oso on the roll. Sets up Goody from the corner. Splash down. Yeah, you certainly don't want to waste the body out high, although he can't shoot the three as Oso with the spin. Bouye keeps coming at it. Valanciunas able to wrestle away the rebound. It's a good rebounding club as Hardaway Jr. Good one on the drive. Bouye with the defender running at him. Collins, sidestep three on the way. Comes up short with that
As
one.
you heard right there, there was a rebound that was stripped of Nikola Jokic. And of course, let's talk about this one in the other game. Otherwise, he would have more triple doubles than he has. But anyway, that's fine. But the Damian Brooks continues to deliver. Dropped 27 points in this game as well.
Across the floor now to Brooks. Dillon on the drive, the spin. Valanciunas out high. Hardaway Jr. with another handoff. Quick pull. Down it goes.
Alright, we're going to jump into the second half.
As Murray slips inside. Gets the finish of the foul. They're shooting 56% tonight. As Jokic falling inside. Oso got it up. Got the contact. Booker draws a double team. Oso up high.
You know, if I'm Nick Richards, I'm going to let Bruce Brown come to me and still stay attached.
Brooks, tough. 28 years of age today. Here is Brown. You talk about Brown has not made a shot tonight. Here is Brown. His 8th year. Coming back to Denver where he helped them capture the championship as Cam Johnson on a tough drives.
Unreal defense that Oklahoma City throws on you. You can just tell right now, it seems like their legs are a little bit heavy.
22 for Booker. And the Suns need to generate some more of those turnovers that they had going in the first half. Is Brown able to...
Well, they're going to stay in this zone until the Suns start knocking down some shots.
Allen gets the look from the corner, and that's one way to maybe loosen it up.
Now, of course, they tried to put up a fight, but of course, Denver Nuggets were not going to lose this one. So let's skip a bit to the final, what they call the last.
He gets back to the left hand, finds Fleming.
How good he can be. So he can knock that shot down. His minutes will climb.
Jokic dips in on man-man. 16 attempts. He's 4 of 6 tonight. Sometimes it's just...
Well, that's how that one ended. Of course, Denver Nuggets back to their winning ways. They managed to beat Phoenix Suns in this one. And of course, earn chips. So we're gonna look at the table standings as they are in the Western Conference. Of course, Detroit Pistons are leading the West, 16-4 in the games that they have played. New York Knicks comes in second place, that's 13-6. Toronto Raptors in third place, 14-7. Then Miami Heat 13-7. Then Atlanta Hawks that started dangerously low. But of course, when Trae Young got injured, for some reason, they are now performing, which I don't understand. Even Porzingis is out for a while now. And they are actually delivering because of Jaylen Johnson. So things are looking up for them. Then, of course, Orlando Magic's 12 in 8. That is in 6th place. Philly, that started well, is struggling, but it's just margins. They can still come back. They're 10 in 9. Chicago, that also started well, are struggling. They are 9 in 10. Milwaukee Bucks, of course, when Giannis got injured, they dipped. They are 9 in 12. Charlotte Hornets are starting to win, 6 in 12, but they're still dangerously low. Indiana Pacers also managed to grab that win, that late win in this game week, as you can see right there. So Brooklyn Nets and Washington Wizards are languishing at the bottom of the Eastern Conference. Then the Western Conference, the defending champions OKC are leading the way, 20 in 1. The only team that managed to beat them was Danny Avdia's Portland Trail Blazers, and they actually have a repeat of that game in the next game day. They have the longest streak as we speak, 12 games in a row after the Detroit Pistons streak was broken. Then LA Lakers, they are 15 in 4. Houston Rockets, they are 13 in 10. Denver Nuggets still hanging on. They should be higher than this, but they did drop a couple of games a while back, which is actually affecting them. 14 in 5. San Antonio Spurs are 13 in 6. Minnesota Timberwolves 12 in 8. Phoenix Suns 12 in 9. Golden State Warriors 11 in 10. Memphis Grizzlies 9 in 12. Portland Trail Blazers 8 in 12. And of course, at the bottom is Utah Jazz, Larry Marketing and Company, 6 in 13. Dallas Mavericks 6 in 15 in 12th place. Cooper Flagg actually is playing well. Apparently, he's leading in the Rookie of the Year betting odds. So maybe he still has a chance. He shouldn't have written him off. Then, of course, LA Clippers, who are struggling, surprise strugglers, 5 in 15. Sacramento Kings and New Orleans Pelicans wrap up the teams in the Western Conference that are struggling at the bottom. All right. So a look at, of course, the final game of game day. It was Cooper Flagg taking on LA Clippers. We're going to look into this. But, of course, Cooper Flagg became second. Now, of course, Cooper Flagg, as you can see right here, scored his current average is around 16.7 points per game, 6.6 rebounds per game, and 3.5 rebounds per game. And if you can see right there, this age here, the record revolves around his age. He's just 18 years old, as you can see right there, which made him the youngest rookie, the youngest player to score a 30-piece in a game. As you can see, he dropped 35 points in this game, dropping 35 points, 8 rebounds, and 2 assists, a total of 47 points for himself in this game. So that in itself is a record. Maybe we should not have written him off so early. Of course, we saw the likes of AJ Mitchell and VJ Edgecombe running out of the gates and taking the NBA by storm, and maybe I myself actually was among the people that actually wrote him off, but I think he still has a fighting chance, and of course the odds are in his favor. He is good. He has held his way, and of course they met the LA Clippers, who are struggling and doing badly. Kawhi Leonard, apparently they say he was in playoff mode, dropped 30 points, but it wasn't enough. Harden still dragging this team along, doing his thing. He had a double-double, just fell shy by 2 rebounds to create a triple-double for himself. 62 points, fantasy points in this one, which was a good. So I have the highlights of this one. Let me just pull them up for you. All right. Dallas taking on LA.
It was a playoff Kawhi level effort, 39 points for him. This time he lobs it to Zoo, pump fake, lays it in, counted in a foul, and a good start here for the Clippers. This is Cooper Flagg, the #1 overall pick. He's very talented. He's going to be here in Dallas I wouldn't say for a long time, but maybe until they decide they want to play some defense, maybe they trade him for some. You can see back-to-back jumpers for the rookie and youngest player in the NBA.
Keep in mind, he reclassified after during his junior year, going into his senior year.
Lob to Collins, makes the grab, spins inside, and lays it in. We saw this last night. Great effort for the Clippers. Leonard on Powell. Settles in, wants a whistle, not going to get it. Flagg chased around by Leonard, leaping and leaning and tilting and scoring. And Cooper Flagg now 3 for 4. He's got all 6 for Dallas. Flagg late in the clock, into the paint, to the rim, and in. But he is strong. In terms of talent, he looks very good. He's got all 8 for Dallas midway through this first quarter. Love this possession for the Clippers. Can Harden bail him out? Well, yes, indeed. Let me take that back. What a wonderful possession for the Clippers. First field goal for James. He's got 5 of the game. James Harden has that pinned by the backboard. They'll count that basket. Flagg. He's been aggressive. He has been aggressive. 4:42 to play in this first quarter. Williams.
Look how quick that is.
Little jitterbug down the lane and lays it home. Klay Thompson is out there. Patiently a turnaround. A 10-footer for Kawhi is good.
One-man pass break. I mean, he went between three players.
Williams to the rim and in. Talk a lot about possession battles. The Mavericks 45 shots, the Clippers 36. Give him one more shot. This one falls down for Brandon Williams. He's got 12 off the bench in 9 minutes.
No.
Collins the other way. Flushes it in.
Duke won it in 91. Yeah, it was.
No.
Derek Coleman.
Larry was in the 91 draft. Flagg lays it in. Heat with Jerry
91. Cooper Flagg. And, you know, he may only been in school 1 year, but a lot of people knew about that young man.
Kobe Brown off the window and in. Kobe Brown now with 5. Against Memphis, it was the third quarter where they started to spring some leaks. Kawhi Leonard for 3 continues to be aggressive. You mentioned it in the pregame show. Jim mentioned it last night. Kawhi, hyper-aggressive, high usage rate. They need it with the limited minutes. Marshall knocks down the 3 there. They noticed it during Team USA a couple summers ago that he just kind of held his own with everybody. Now another jumper falls, and it's a 4-point game. Clippers have led by as many as 10. They've trailed by as many as 5 as James Harden lays it in, and the Clippers lead by 4. A laser pass to Kawhi, double team, not a problem. Kawhi Leonard. I mean, he's putting up some efficient lines these last couple of nights. He's now 8 for 12. He's got 19, but the Clippers lead by just 6. Flagg. Oh, it's a big finish for the youngster.
I'm telling you, man. Main event, that was his nickname. Get it? No, you don't.
I do get it.
Why?
Well, you could go one of 2 ways. Boxing had a main event. Also, a little thing called the WWF had a main event.
No, he's from Maine.
Oh, my goodness. Footwork, count, and a foul.
And patience, too. He gets to his spots, and because he's a patient player, he's able to identify when to go, when to pull back.
Christie in the corner for 3.
See, 2 Christies, but they play for different teams. See what I'm saying? That's what threw you off.
Harden right down the boulevard and bails out the Clippers.
We're going to jump into the fourth quarter.
Harden on the wing for 3. Footwork by Ivica Zubac, and once again the Clippers are tied. Leonard that comes away with it, going to break the tie. Counted and a foul. Too easy. And Klay Thompson, he's got 11 off the bench in 17 minutes. Klay Thompson has found the range here in the second half. Contested jumper, it's good.
Both teams coming off a back-to-back, so the mental fatigue is going to be there. Which team can foster that and concentrate? And that's the connection that James and Zoo were searching for on that last play.
Thompson, it's a field goal 3. We've seen it. We've seen this movie before. And Klay Thompson dialing the clock back a little bit. He's got 16.
That's the challenge that the Clippers ultimately face. And they're facing a big challenge with a guy that's stepping back into the time capsule and has found that old Golden State clutch stroke right now.
Flagg. Good contest by Zoo. Good grief. 29 for Cooper Flagg. It's a career high. Zoo makes the read. It's Collins alone for the 3. Yes! 101 103 to 100. And John Collins has been on point tonight. He's 9 for 10, and he has 21, and he's given the Clippers a lead. Thompson beats the buzzer. Oh, he's done it again.
Klay Thompson rolling back the clock
6
right there.
threes for Thompson. Zoo makes the read. Dunn swivels inside and lays it in. Cooper Flagg. Career night for him. No, halfway down. He goes to the line. But boy, the education he is getting in his rookie season is massive. And he has put the Mavericks out in front by 4. Harden down the lane. Flagg the rebound. Clippers have to foul. Clippers need a magic lamp, and they need all 3 wishes. Harden stumbles, gives it to Zoo, down the lane, down the hash. 10 seconds to play, 3-point game. Flagg at the free throw line, rattles it in. 2-possession game, 9 seconds to play. Harden, the 3. He's fouled by Thompson. And the Clippers are going to fall to Dallas here tonight.
The clock was not on their side, as you saw right there, and of course they did actually fell to Cooper Flagg and company, and of course Cooper Flagg set the record right there, becoming the youngest player in the NBA to drop a 30-piece in that game. Amazing stuff for the young lad right there. So we should not write him off yet. I think he still has a lot, and you can see the potential, and of course he's living up to it. So our player of the night, of course, was none other than Jaylen Brown for the Boston Celtics as they took on Minnesota. They actually lost to Minnesota, as you can see right there. Boston scored 115 points, and Minnesota won the game by 119. But Jaylen had a game, dropped 41 points in the game, 6 rebounds, 7 assists, 1 block, and 5 steals, a total of 79 fantasy points, which brings his average to 28.4 points per game, 6.2 rebounds per game, and of course 4.8 assists per game right there for Brown. All right, so a look at maybe the okay, I think that concludes it. Next game week, of course, will be game day 6. So guys, remember to like and subscribe. Give me any advice, pointers, commendations, even the haters. You're all welcome. You can comment down below in the comment section. I am always open to your ideas. All right, guys, peace out.